Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in that wonderful little town of Belfair, Washington, Hickville, USA, as I love to call where I live. Yes, I do feel fondly when I say that about my hometown. So welcome to my channel, everybody. So this is August 2025's Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 8, everybody. Yes, we are well on our way. So this kit is called Farmhouse Florals. And I was not, and I am not overly impressed with this kit. I am sorry if that offends some of you out there. Some of you may like kits that are extremely, extremely simple. I am not trying to bash the kit. I am giving you my honest, heartfelt opinion about this kit. There is a standard that Stampin' Up! Set when they started Paper Pumpkin, or when I came into Paper Pumpkin, because I didn't start doing Paper Pumpkin until 2019, and boy was I impressed. Lately I have not. There have been kits that I'm just not impressed with, and I'm going to always give you my honest opinion and review. I love a creative challenge, so yes, I'm loving the challenge this one is presenting, but when they give you blank card bases, I am very disappointed. When you say Farmhouse Florals, maybe a wagon wheel, something really farmhouse, not a blank card base. Really let down there. I also would have thought this kit would have been sold better as a kit and not as a Paper Pumpkin. To me, there is a distinction between Paper Pumpkin and a kit. That being said, when I first saw the card bases for this kit, I looked at them and my first impression, which I'm going to tell you, is I felt that this is something you could have bought at a Hallmark store as a box set of thank you cards, or at any drugstore. And that's why I would say it's a solid D. It doesn't mean they're not beautiful, because they are extremely beautiful. But that's not what I paid $30 for, you know. that's not what I would expect from Stampin' Up! Now I know that these kits are made almost a year in advance, if not longer in advance. So I just think they missed the mark. And I miss having those printed envelopes either on the inside or the outside that gives us creative license to do more and take more with the kit. And that for me, those are points that I miss that they used to give us with the kit, and we're not getting anymore. You're also not getting the inspiration that they used to give you. A little bit of inspiration here, because all we're getting is advertising on the back. And I know some of you old school people like me would probably like it if they would give us a little bit more advertising for what you can do extra on the kit. I don't always want to have to go search for something extra to do on the kit. I like when they give us a little, you know, you can do this extra bit with the kit. So that being said, let me start with what I do. So Farmhouse Florals, you can make 9 cards, 3 of each design, 1, 2, and 3, and the envelopes are all the same. This QR code leads you to a video that will show you how to put this kit together as it was designed. Down here it leads you list those coordinating colors. Videos 1 through 5 of my alternative videos. I share with you everything in the kit. After that, we just mosey along like my grandson, Mr. Hank the Tank Seraphin, right? Yes. One day I hope I hear that name coming from the loudspeaker at the high school for football. So this one down here leads you to this set of 9 dies called Circle of Season dies. They coordinate with July, August, and September's Paper Pumpkin kit. There is no teapot. I'm probably going to say that every time, because there is this cute little teapot, which I will probably fussy cut out at some point, just not yet. So these will probably stamp above the teapot, but we have the flowers, these 2 individuals, this individual leaf. You're simply the best. Thank you for your constant friendship and listening ear. Always here for you. This little background in For a Great Friend, which also fits in the teapot. that other one was a larger print of this background stamp. For you, thank you, these flowers, just a note, you were loved, XOXO, to say, forever your friend. Good friends are hard to find. I'm so glad we found each other, and hello. So with that being said, do I know what I'm using for this card yet? I can't remember. So let's get into it. So this is the one, oh, I do know now. This is going to say just a note. Now, if we can just find the just a note in my little tray of stamp blocks, it's on one of these, you are loved. That would be cute, but that's not what I wanted it to say. There we are, just a note. That's the one I want. That's the winner chicken dinner, right? There we go. So this is what I am giving away. I will do the drawing of the name, Hank will, on September 4th, because I want to put it out in the mail on Friday, September 5th. So what you are going to get in this, I will show you in a minute. Let me share with you what I have for you. So, I have a white envelope. I have a white card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and we have layer number 1 already done. Layer number 1 just covers the front of the card base. This is 4 1/4 by 5.5. Layer number 2 is from the DSP Heart and Home, right? I'm thinking, let me double check. Heart and Home, DSP, yes. The one with those wonderful little bees. And it's because I needed a wood grain pattern, and this is the only one I had that would fit. And I'm thinking we're going to trim this down. Right now, it's at what you are going to be getting is the 4 by 5 1/4. I know I'm going to cut it down to 3 3/4 by 5 though. You're going to get, yours will not be, you're going to get a strip big enough to hopefully make yours fit onto the envelope. You probably won't be able to cover the entire envelope, but you can make it go on the envelope like that. I'm going to cover the entire envelope with mine. I just couldn't get that into the envelope at 5 3/4. I couldn't get it to fit in the envelope. So you're going to get a piece of the card base, and I have you can cut down you can cut a strip 1/2 inch for the inside of the card and stamp on it like I am going to do. So with that being said, you will also receive, so you're going to get the card base, the cardstock, the DSP. You are going to get 3 pieces of ephemera. Now, what you will need, and you will get a piece of cardstock as well. What you will need is one of the typewriters, one of the pieces of paper or a different type of paper to go in your typewriter, and a bow of some kind, your choice, linen thread, twine. I have these antique pearls, or I'm going to use the butterflies on this kit. That's where the antique pearls went to on video number 7. I was looking for those, didn't find them. So here we do have them. Let me show you what is in my envelope to give away. So here we have it. So yours will be in blue. Mine have a purple hue to them. So that's just an extra little bit of cardstock. This is that extra piece as well that you can trim down, do whatever you'd like with it. So you are going to get the card base, the DSP, the cardstock, and the 3 blue pieces of the hydrangea. Now you can of course do whatever you would like to do with these pieces, but that's what I am including in these extra bits just because they were extra. And I just would, you know, when I can, I do like to give away what I am using, so you too could possibly make it. This is just a little bit bigger than the card base. I just couldn't get the 5 3/4 in this envelope. No matter what I did, it just would not go in there. So this is close, but it's a tight squeeze going in there too. So this is what I'm giving away. And I have my little note on there. So let's get started. We're going to do some stamping, and I'm going to need probably, I thought, that's fresh freesia or Highland heather. Let's look at the two, because this is not Stampin' Up! Cardstock. This is just, I'm thinking this one. This one, let's look at Petunia Pop. I think this one is not going to do it. Nope. All right. So we have our color. It's going to be Highland Heather. And I might have to stamp. I was like, where did the coaster go to? There it is. There it is. Okay, we're going to stamp on this side with the polka dots. This is some cardstock I got at the thrift store. My aunt and I split it up. So this is full strength. That is pretty. So that's what we're going to go for. And we're going to do the same thing. I am going to stamp. Ooh, I almost dropped the block. I am just going to stamp my pattern, because this piece here is for my envelope. Oh, and I'm a little crooked there, but it's pretty good stamp. As far as it gives you leeway, kind of. Let's see there. For some reason, it is not inking up all the way. Let's try it. Nope, I don't want it that way. It goes this way. Once you start, it's kind of hard to... Alright, we have that piece. Now I want to stamp this little strip here as well. And I want to stamp around. We're going to get our stamping all done. I just want to go around my card base. And so to keep the pattern, I think my ink pad's going to need to get re-inked here soon. Oh, we need some paper or something. Yes, we need to cover that up so we don't like re-stamp it on itself. We're gonna get 2 on there. All right. And then we're gonna stamp down at the bottom as well, getting all of our stamping done. Well, I wonder if I could just put one right there. I'll squeeze it in there, right? All right. Now we have this. We're going to trim down. We're going to stamp this in a minute. We need to stamp. Oh, we have our piece there. We need to stamp here. So stamp off, because we just want that. A little faint echo, because we're going to stamp just a note. You are loved is next. We're going to stamp that there. We could have stamped, there's many that we could have stamped. You could have stamped to say, is that what it says? For you, many, many, many things. All right, this is going to go here. Let's go ahead and get that done. And I still need to trim my DSP because I really want to see the border that we just stamped. Oops, go this way. Nice little rub down, and then fussy cut around. I mean, I could leave that extra. It wouldn't hurt it. I think I am going to leave it. I'm just going to leave that little bit extra. It's nice and straight, so it's not going to hurt it at all to have that little bit extra there. All right, so I think we are ready. We're going to, oops, this. I did all that stamping in there when I did this. So we're going to put this in there because it's going to look so much better than my stamping. That is just going to look so much nicer on the inside. And it covers up because I just didn't stamp it straight. So that is just so much better. So much better. All right. Now that we have that done, this is going to say just a note. But I have to stamp it first. Just a note. And we are going to stamp, we already did this one, but I love that one. But this one just says, thank you for your constant friendship and listening ear. We're going to stamp this one on the inside. So, get it straight. Now, we can stamp, where are those little flowers? I don't know why, but I do want to stamp this whole little flower business. I just think these would be cute, but let's see. First, we're going to do it lightly. So we're going to stamp off and then stamp right here. Why? Because we can. It just is cute, right? We're going to do that here as well. So we're going to stamp off and then stamp, even though we did stamping already, we're going to stamp that as well. And I like that so much nicer. Now, back to this piece, right? Ooh, you know what? All right. I'm going to take that same flower stamp. I'm going to huff on this. And I'm going to stamp this right here. If I don't like it, I can always flip it over, right? But I think it's going to look really cute. Okay, we're going to do it again. We're going to stamp off and then stamp it. Don't push so hard this time is what I'm telling myself. Just let it. It's going to look better. Oh, so much better. Because when we stamp, now I'm going to fill it in. I want to get down here in this little corner with that little flower. Now, when we stamp our just a note, if I can find it, I know I had it. Here we go. Just a note. We have to look in the typewriter, which is missing its carriage, to see where we are going to stamp. But this way we will know, okay, right here across these leaves. And we're going to move that out of the way. And I don't want to push hard because I don't want to distort it. And you can, by over pressing on polymer stamp set, you can distort the image, especially when they're, that looks really great. Love it. And I know I'm doing purple with blue. Oh no, mine is purple. You should do yours in blue. I'm like thinking, oh no, it's blue, it's blue. No, it's purple. It's purple. So you're going to see just a note, right? So we can glue that in a minute. All my little bits and pieces, the envelope. Oh, we need to still cut this. Yes, I don't want to forget. I want to cut this 3 3/4 by 5 because right now it's at 4, but 3 3/4. 5. I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off this side because there's this line in the DSP I want, and there's this line here. I want to try to keep as much of that as possible. Yes. And I knew this piece with that little bit, I knew that I wanted that in the upper left-hand corner. So I was really struggling with what to do with the typewriter bit, the one without the carriage. Because I was like, oh, there just is no point to it. But I think this is a good option so far, right? So hopefully you like what I've done with it when you see what I'm talking about. This needs a little bit more right there. Okay, we're gonna, oh, we have, I was like, we're gonna need some to make a bow, but I already had a bow ready. So this, I really, well, we're going to go ahead and glue it down. I'm like, we really don't need to, but because I'm going to put this on dimensionals, but we're going to try to make it straight at least. All right. Dimensionals. I'm putting them in the center because of the rest of my ephemera is going to get tucked in around this. So this is going in the center, right? This bow is going to come down here on the typewriter. This one is going to come down here. We are trying to do our best to cover up the fact that it doesn't have the carriage in the typewriter. Okay, so that's part of the point of all this. And this one, oh, I think this one goes over here. This one goes here. Because see how that tucks up in there? So let's go ahead and glue this piece in place. Glue. I'm going to stick some in the back and on the inside of that leaf. There. Oh my goodness, look at that. That hugs that piece perfectly. So I'm going to take all these apart and put this in the center. I mean, you could go down here, but I wanted this to be in the center. This piece is going to come right about here, but this piece next. There. And that piece is going to go right there. See how we kind of are covering up where the carriage is missing in the typewriter? You really can't tell. Now we could actually, that looks really cute. We could actually put that there. I originally was going to have it here. Could put it there, but I'm thinking now I'm going to stick it right there. And then I have some bling to add to this card. So what do I want to do? Tear tape or glue dot? I think I'm going to add a little bit of tear tape for my bow. I'm going to have to cut my strings off. This is linen thread, just a double knot, and it's a soft knot in here, right? Not too tight. But I do have my strings just a little too long for my liking. So I'm going to hold them together and cut. Then they're not dangling off of my card. So now comes, do we go with these, right? Or do I use these like I did last time? I mean, those were really pretty, but I really felt, and I still do, let's see what these look like. Okay, I'm not feeling the antique pearls at all. Those, even though I pulled those out, we could do the butterflies, and now I'm not feeling the butterflies. Oh my goodness, I hate when that happens. It's like, nope, nope, nope. My Aunt Carol and I were just doing that. Nope, wrong color. No, wrong, wrong, wrong. The white, that white might work. There's those purple, but that's really not. Not it, not it, not it, not it. Not. No. No. No, 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 no. Everything I'm seeing right now is a no-go. So one more box to go. And then it might be those. Which is so strange because I was so sure of myself when I started this. So utterly sure. These are from Kathy, and maybe these basic gray ones. That might be the tickets. I'm thinking those are going to do the trick. I'm thinking those are it. The basic gray. It's going to tie in this. And I don't need much, just 1, 2, and 3. So yes, we're going to go with the large, we're going to go one here, one there, and one right there. Thank you, Kathy, because that was it. That was the one. I'm going to leave those out because I do have a little bit more of this paper. So I'm going to leave all of those out, actually, just in case I find more to do with those. So that is my card, and I'm so happy to share with you guys. I could have scooched that over a little bit more, but it's all down now. So I hope you all like what I have done, and it has a little bit of stickly glitter glue on there as well. Just a note, right? You are loved. Thank you for your constant friendship and listening ear. Thank you to each and every single one of you out there. Thank you, because I absolutely love what I do. I love it so much, and I know I am really busy right now with football and with helping my Aunt Carol. And I appreciate your patience, and your kindness is so supportive. So thank you all so much, because this is still extremely important to me. I love it. I wouldn't sit here and take so much time during the day in prepping these videos to put out for you if I didn't love doing this, because I just do. So thank you all so much, and I do hope you come back and visit me here in my wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.